All right, weekly wrap up. The Epstein situation, Epstein disaster is getting worse. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Russia Gate hoax. Apparently, according to National Security Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard, Obama, Comey, a lot of the Obama officials sort of conspired to create this whole, at least the conditions for the Russia Gate hoax, where they were saying that, oh, the Russians they helped get Donald Trump elected. I'm like, okay, whatever. I would love to see people get held accountable for it. But the thing is, can you trust anybody at this point? Can you trust this administration at this point? I would love to see people get held accountable in the Epstein situation and also in this situation as well. But a lot of people are getting the impression, I'm getting the impression that it really doesn't matter. The powerful will not be held accountable with this current system. I'll leave it at that. All right, Trump is giving Russia a 50-day deadline or so. If they don't come up with a deal for Ukraine, he's going to produce consequences for Russia. We don't know exactly what he's going to do. He's probably going to put in secondary sanctions, which would punish countries that do business with Russia. So because the United States and Russia, they don't really do a lot of business together. So that'll be really interesting. Of course, Trump has his own situation with Epstein. People want justice, they want accountability. And speaking of which, Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence, is now looking at Obama and his administration for what they did with the Russiagate. And there needs to be accountability, but why didn't they do that sooner in the first Trump term? Why are they doing it now at a time when people are questioning Trump about his accountability, his desire to pursue justice? But I don't see people like Obama or anybody like that being punished, and that's just part of the problem. That's what really pisses off a lot of people about the Epstein situation. They don't see the powerful people ever being held accountable for their actions, and that's what's really frustrating people. So those are some of the things going on right now. I don't know what Trump's going to do in that situation. Trump said he's going to resolve the Ukraine situation in one day. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but here we are, and we're still giving Ukraine weapons. We're still very much involved in that war. We know what happened with Iran. So this isn't going in a good direction, and I'm definitely concerned. Anyway, speaking of not going in a good direction, Sig Sauer Sig. I love the Sig Sauer P226 or the P227. I have one. I love those metal frame guns. I love those style of guns. What I'm concerned about is these reports that the P320, the gun's going off. That's a real concern. The gun's not being dropped safe. I wonder what's going to happen to those guns on the market, because even right now, the Glock market, you can get some pretty good deals on Glocks in the used market right now. Speaking of which, I'm finding good deals on ammunition. I don't know about you guys. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyway, as far as guns, I love this mag carrier, but it's sort of cracked right here. So I had to get a new one. I got it from TR holsters. It came with this loop, but it's not enough clearance to get this thick belt through there. So I decided to use the wings from the Vetter, put them in there. These things have served me well before. Yep. Are they lining up? That's not good. No. I'm not going to be able to use them? That sucks. Oh, I just figured that out. What? Oh, I see. They're missing a hole right here. That's why I was able to use it before. Crap. This is such a good holster. Anyway, it's kind of embarrassing finding that out on camera. I'll figure something out. I'll find something else I can put in there. But this is actually a good holster if you can find good wings to put in there. Maybe I can repair this Kydex. I'll look into it. But it's actually kind of hard to find good mag carriers for the Glock 21, the double stack 45s. That's actually sort of a pain. But I have one right here, but I don't like the paddle holsters. I like having a closed loop. That's what I like having that. Anyway, I also like using Loctite when I do install things. As far as the HK, the mag springs, it's working pretty well. This is the original one. the used up one. This is the new Wolf Spring. The Wolf Springs have been doing really well. I think it's plus 10% strength, so I'm really happy about that. I'm also happy that I found this flashlight, my old light. I thought I lost it. Have you ever lost something like a knife or a flashlight and then try to talk yourself into thinking, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just $100. It's not the end of the world. I got plenty of other flashlights, you know. But then you find it, you're like, oh yes, I found it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So, man, this really sucks. Anyway, I gotta talk about SIG right quick. What's going on with SIG with the P320? It's sad, and I just like the older guns. I think they need to get back to making the metal frame guns. I know everybody wants to make a 9, Striker Fire 9 now, but their best stuff was the P226 and the P227, which they don't even make anymore. But this right here, this is what made me a fan of SIG. So double action, single action, made me a fan. Am I going to be carrying a flashlight? Probably not. I do have some, but it just makes it too bulky. I'm carrying enough stuff right now. I'm definitely sticking with the Glock 21. Sometimes I carry 2 Glock 30s. Sometimes I carry Glock 21 as a primary and a Glock 30 as a backup, and some extra mags. It's just what I'm mostly comfortable with. I may even add HK 45 compact tactical to my rotation, but not really. I'm probably just going to stick with this. I thought about adding this little light. It's a TLR 1 HLX. It's my light, but no, I don't have to get another holster. I'm happy enough with the light I'm carrying. With this Phoenix flashlight right here. It's doing a job. I haven't lost it. I even bought a backup one, a second one. So, am I going to the movies this weekend? No. The only thing that's out right now is I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a remake or a sequel, reboot, whatever the hell you want to call it, to the 90s movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt. And, you know, they could have came out with an original horror movie this weekend, you know? Instead, they had some regurgitated movie based off of some 90s slashers. See, that's why people are getting sick of the movies. You got to come up with some new ideas. Tell a real story, a new story, new characters, make it fresh. You know, not everything deserves a sequel. Not everything deserves a franchise. Not every movie should be a franchise. Okay? Something to think about. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget the future belongs to those who prepare for today. Here's some more of my updates. Quick question about ammunition. Is ammunition getting cheaper in your area? Because this is 45 ACP. I've come across some good deals at a gun shop recently. I was really surprised. I just been buying it up. Like, yeah. I mean, I love Lawman. It's been pretty good ammunition for me. It's pretty much my favorite ammunition, favorite practice ammunition. So, I don't know, there's something going on in the market where it's just cheaper now. By the way, I'm really enjoying Spear. Go Dot. I'm actually carrying that right now. So, some more Lawman down there. All right, when you wear something every day, it takes its toll and you end up with cracks. There's one right there. There's another one right here. You can see the cracks. Crack right down the center. There's a crack right here. You know, so this is what I'm looking for right now. Something that comes with these type of rings. This will be pretty good too. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna keep stacking ammo and stuff. It's pretty cheap right now. I was really surprised by the price.